you can stand up. We start with warm-up exercises. And the reminder for the special technique that we need in the warm-ups is Bhastrika, and it's a strong movement with the abdomen. With your inhalation, the abdomen comes out forcefully. With your exhalation, abdomen comes in forcefully. And you're always invited to adjust the pace to your ability and condition right now. So first warm-up exercise is shoulder exercise. And you interlock your fingers, push your palms down, and we can start together. You exhale here, and then it's breathing and movement together. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And you can find your own pace. It will be something between 7 and 10 movements and breaths. And last, exhalation. Then for side to side, you can bring your arms up, and we start together to your right with our inhalation. You exhale here, and then it's right inhale, left exhale. Inhale, exhale. Be sure not to twist your body, just staying in that side plane as if you were between two sheets of glass. You don't have to bend so far. Maybe you tense your glutes a little bit to get stabilized in your lower back. Feel good. Inhale, exhale. And last, exhalation, coming back to center. Now, inhalation to your left. Exhale and begin. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Make sure your abdomen moves in and out. It's not so easy to combine side to side and back and forth movement with your abdomen. And then last exhalation, coming back to center. And then you can bring the palms behind your head. We do Samba, a new warm-up exercise. And you bring your feet a little bit wider apart. And it's basically swinging the hips from side to side with your Bhastrika breathing. So again, we start to your right with inhalation. So it looks like this. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You can join me. Find your own pace and make it a soft swinging motion. It loosens all the muscles, the structures in the pelvis. Very powerful and activating also for the ovaries. Looking good, looks great. And then we come to center and we start inhalation to your left. So exhale in center and then inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And again, find your own pace. Bend your knees a little bit, so maybe that can increase your swing. And back to center. Then you can relax your arms for a moment while I explain the second part of this exercise. Second part is tucking and tilting of the pelvis. And one time we do the inhalation with the tuck, and one time we do the inhalation with the tilt. So also this coordination can be a bit challenging in the beginning, but we just try. I show from the side, so maybe it's easier to see it. Knees are bent a little bit, then it's easier to move the pelvis. And we start with the tuck. We exhale in tuck, and then we do inhale, tilt, exhale, tuck. Inhale, exhale. And try to do a strong Bhastrika abdominal movement with it. Hands behind your head, as before. And then last exhalation. Then we come into the tilt, so you can push out your butt. And we do inhalation with the tuck, okay? So starting in the tilt, exhale here, hands behind your head, and inhale tuck, exhale tilt. And last, exhalation. And then bringing the feet, you can keep your hands behind your head, moving into the next move, crossing the right leg over the left. Now it's standing leg stretch. You bring your arms up, Venus Mudra, you point your index finger out, and then exhale, you come into forward bend. Let yourself hang here, find stability, place your feet so you're not falling over. Head is loose, arms are loose, and then start, exhale and begin. And really focus on the movement of your abdomen with the breathing. Last exhalation. Inhale, stretch forward and up. And then change your feet. Left comes to the front. And I show you a variation that we are doing here. You can relax your arms for a moment while I show you. Exhale, you will come down. And then it's combined the breathing with a gentle up and down moving to increase the massage here in your groin area, lower belly. So every time you increase the massage by pulling down, you also exhale. So the inward movement of the abdomen and the down movement of your torso brings in even more pressure. And it can be a gentle movement. And if this is too much for someone's back, you just do it without the breathing. Or you could even be here if someone cannot come down into the forward bend comfortably. If you're here and you're doing the movement and your fingers are kind of bouncing against the floor, you can also grab your elbows. Okay, so we come in together from our Venus Mudra in the air, coming down, left leg is in front. And then you find your variation that works for your back, for your arms. And then you exhale and begin. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, little up, exhale, down. Pulling in the abdomen strongly as you pull down for the exhalation. And if you feel like it's too much to coordinate, just stay with the breathing. That's most important. You can introduce the bouncing later when you really got a hang of the breathing in the practice. And then last exhalation. Again, grab your hands. If you're holding your elbows, Venus Mudra, stretch forward, come up, and exhale, arms down. Perfect. Okay, next is lying leg stretch. So what we are doing is a leg stretch in a reclined position. And here it's knees apart and then grabbing your big toes from the inside, like grabbing through your legs. You can watch first. And then it's index finger and thumb around your big toes and the other fingers around all the other toes, like on top of the other toes. And then you stretch out one leg and roll to the side, and you feel a stretch on the inside of this leg. And you count to 3 here, just breathing normally, no Bhastrika, no special breathing here. And then with that knee, you can push yourself off and roll back to center and then do it to the other side. Count 1, 2, 3, feel the stretch. come back to center. And you do that a few times to each side, maybe 3 times to each side. And you can start and do it in your own pace. Enjoying the stretch on the inner leg. It's preparing your legs for the asanas. And if you find it difficult to roll back to your back, always make sure your arms are on the inside. And you give yourself a little push with your knee on the floor to roll back. And then coming back to center when you're ready. And then you can just take your knees into your chest, hold your hands behind your knees, and start to rock forward and back. And then roll yourself up to sitting. And we have almost all warm-ups. We need the flying hair, twisting the spine, also working on the adrenal glands in your middle back. And we need that mudra of union, like hooking the hands, shoulder height. And if you have long hair, open your hair and let it fly. We start with inhaling to your right, twisting to your right. So exhale and begin. Inhale right, exhale left. Make sure you're not getting dizzy, like open your eyes gently or close them, whatever helps. And then last exhalation. And for some extra benefit for your brain hemispheres, you could change the position of your feet and you can change the orientation of your hook. Just turn it the other way around, the way you usually never do. And then we start twisting to your left with our inhalation. So exhale here, and then inhale, exhale, left, right. And it's your elbow pulling you back, your shoulder girdle, into the twist. And see what intensity is good for your spine, for your back. Just choose according to your need. Very strong or very gentle. And let your hair flow, most important. Fly, not flow. Let your hair fly. And last one, back to center. And then let your hands drop. And it's not written in stone that it always has to be 7 or 10. Sometimes you start talking as a teacher and then maybe it becomes 20 and that's also fine. So you stop whenever you feel it's enough for you. Hands to the knees. We do sitting cat. Exhale, just normal exhalation, round in your spine, look down. Inhale, open the chest, extend the spine. And do that with a nice, long, normal breathing. Mobilizing your spine. The facet joints. All the joints in your spine, almost 100 joints in your spine that are moving now. And if we're lucky, stay movable until the last day. And then come back to center. Now we try to hold our big toes again with index finger and thumb and the other fingers on top of the other toes for the second variation. And second variation was with Bastrika. So see, maybe your arms are kind of fixed and the head doesn't move much. It's between the hips and the shoulder girdle. And we breathe with Bhastrika, synchronizing with the movement. Exhale and center, and then inhale, exhale. Inhale, extend, exhale, flex. Perfect. And last exhalation. Coming back to neutral, and we do a third variation. And third variation is inhaling and holding the breath. So with holding the breath, there's always only one rule, that if you are suffering from high blood pressure, you don't inhale fully. You only inhale a 3/4 breath or a 2/3 breath. So there's not so much pressure inside while you're holding the breath. And then as we hold, we do as many movements as we can until we feel we need to exhale. Then we stop the movement and exhale. And again, think of the head not banging back and forth, but staying fairly still. Not stiff, but fairly still compared to the movement in the spine. Okay, so holding the toes if possible. Take a deep breath. Hold the breath and then do as many movements as you can while holding your breath. And when you feel it's time to exhale, you just stop, exhale, and take a moment. And now already so many benefits on your hormone system, and also your body nicely warmed up for asana and kriya part of the hormone yoga practice. Namaste. Thank you so much.